Hey,
Hi.
we are here in Budapest, in Hungary, where we are both originated from, and spending a short holiday here. And we've been thinking to discuss a little short topic on why people hate freedom, even though they crave it. But when they have it, they don't know what to do with it.
And they don't even realize that they actually hate and don't like freedom.
Yes, but I think the main issue is that we are conditioned into systems from an early childhood, starting from school, then going to universities after starting a job, and we always have to keep a schedule. Like, okay, there are people who work for themselves and they decide about their hours, but most people, they are working 9 to 5 jobs, and someone else is deciding for them when to start the work, when to go on the break and have lunch, and when to finish work. And then after you have a few hours either in the traffic to go home and do your grocery shopping or go to the gym, and you don't really have much time for anything else. People are having fun on the others. Look, they are dancing, it's so cute.
Aww.
Yeah, it really seems like people in Budapest during the summertime are so much more free,
It feels like it.
and they are enjoying themselves. But back to the topics. So people are always craving freedom, and that they wish they didn't have to go to work because they hate their job and so on. But once they are given freedom, for example, they are in between jobs all of a sudden, or they've been fired and they need time looking for another job, or they get a job which gives them more time to spend and decide about how and what to do with themselves in between. It feels scary.
Yeah, I think this, what you mentioned, where we are really conditioned into systems and patterns, and I feel like our brain just naturally craves certainty, and I think these systems and patterns somewhere gives that, because we know, for example, look at traditions and look at the seasons and look at all kinds of events and the calendar. Everything is traceable, and you can see it in you can foresee what's gonna happen. You can plan ahead at work. You know that on Monday you will have to go to work. You know that on the first of whatever month you will have to pay this bill, even we are complaining about it. But then if we didn't know, and in so many relationships and situations when there is no certainty, we cannot sit in it. First of all, also because no one ever taught us how to sit in uncertainty, how to handle the discomfort. So we kind of get stuck back in these systems, even when we are not really happy about it, because it gives us a certain way of feeling in control, because we know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think many people like, even if they don't want to admit, they like when someone else decides for them.
Oh,
because
that
if
as
you
well,
have to
yeah.
decide for yourself, all of a sudden everything
very
becomes
risky.
scary, risky.
Yeah.
And mosquitoes are eating us, and they just feel alone, and they don't know what to do with that. And this is a completely different conversation, but that's where religions come in as well.
Yeah.
Because it is built on the same thing, that people feel like they are not alone and they are not the only ones responsible for their own lives, because that's scaring the shit out of people. So this can be one thing too. And also people forget that you have to actually learn and give yourself time to build a life without that system. And most people don't have the patience for that. And when a new chapter or a different chapter starts in their lives, when something different happens with them, I mean different from what they been used to, then they don't have the patience to
See the
to
result.
see the results, what's going to
Yeah.
happen when they are sitting in there and they start to realize, okay, I have now more time, so let's see what I can do with that time, and let's see how I can make what
Something else.
can I make out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is not the 9 till 5, and which is not the working from Monday till Friday
Yeah.
type of life. And I heard from so many people that, oh my God, they don't understand what I do with my time because I have so much, and they wouldn't be able, because they would just rot at home and they would be bored. And I'm like, yeah, maybe first you would, but after some time you would start to appreciate it and build your routines outside of that system. And it's so much more freeing when you decide what you're gonna do with your day instead of somebody else is deciding it for you.
I would like to believe in that. I would really like to, maybe with enough time, people would start to look into, okay, I've been having plenty of time, what can I do with my time? But I heard from so many people that they don't know what to do with their free time. And I do believe this is also the result of this early conditioning, that from early age on, we had to show up in systems that it was organized for us. Well, not for us, but it was forced on us. And then we just never learned to think out of the box, never learned to think freely for ourselves and see what is it that we like to do. Many cases, many people, when they don't know what to do with their free time, it's like, you don't have a hobby, you don't have preferences, you don't like to explore and go on try something new. And no, because it was probably early on sabotaged, this motivation, and then people learn not to think and not to try because it fits for the big systems that you don't want to change things, you don't want to get out of the work you are doing or the relationship you are stuck in, and it benefits a lot of people but not you.
Yeah, the uncertainty is always more scary than what you already know, even if you don't really like what you already know and in. But it's still more safe for your brain, at least, and the brain is for keeping you safe, not making you happy. So that's a well-known fact. So if you listen to your brain all the time, it's going to just tell you, okay, don't risk it because you can die. Who knows what's going to happen? This is, or you know this. Mm-hmm. You are safe in it. You don't have to be happy, right? Yeah. Nobody cares. You just have to be alive, and you just have to keep going. So that's really it. But most of the time, people who took the risks and they were brave enough to step into the unknown, they have the stories to tell, and the stories which are interesting enough to share, and the memories which they will remember forever, no matter how at the end that decision ended. So that's what we encourage everybody to do, and that's what we are also trying to do with our lives, to try different things, to try something which you don't know how it is going to be. Like, for example, when I took the job where I only work on weekends, I didn't know how it is going to be, but I knew I want to try. Mm-hmm. I want to see, because definitely I'm not built for the system of 9 till 5, Monday till Friday.
No one is.
There are people somehow enjoying it, or maybe not enjoying, but convincing themselves.
It works with their moment at the moment. It works with their mentality at the moment.